Hi, I'm Kelly Thompson. I'm a leadership coach, and we're talking about intelligence today, and specifically intelligence that doesn't start with our minds. So how many of you have ever had like an idea or an inkling or like a flash of insight, and it probably usually comes from this region, but immediately once you start having this idea or this nudge or this urge, like your mind is right there behind it to reason and logic you out of all of your great ideas. If this is you, you're in good company, because this is me too. And this is just the difference between our two intelligence centers. So we often make decisions, because we've grown up in the Western world, and this is what they teach us on how to make decisions in school and your leadership development programs, is to use our head. Cause and effect, logical analysis, facts, data, ROI. Can you make a deck and can you show me, right? I mean, we've all heard these. But there is a whole nother intelligence center that we often don't tap into as quickly as we should, because we've just never really been taught about it. And that is our bodies. And I remember when I first learned about this, I thought it was just a bunch of woo-woo until I learned the facts that our bodies are often wiser than our minds. In fact, did you know that your brain processes information at 40 bits per second into verbal language? Like, that's pretty impressive what happens in just a second. But your body, like this cluster of nerves that sits kind of like in our gut and our chest, it processes information at 11 million bits per second. So here's a test. Have you ever just kind of felt something and you're like, I don't know, it just kind of, and you're trying to talk about your intuition, but you can't put it into words? Your body is wiser than your mind. There are just some things you can't articulate. So how do you use this center of intelligence to bring clarity to your decisions? I want you to think about a decision that you have to make in your life. It could be something as, do I take this promotion? Do I take this project that I've been offered? Do I want this for dinner? Do I want to say yes to this social invite we got for the weekend? I want you to just imagine yourself forward, saying yes to this decision. And does that decision feel like, does it light your body up? Do you find yourself opening and expanding? Does it make you smile? Does it feel effortless, ease, bright, shiny? Or when you think about saying yes to this decision, do you find yourself kind of contracting, like getting small? Does it feel heavy? Maybe you feel a little tension in your gut, and sometimes people feel it even in their throat. This is your body giving you clues on what's right for you. You might think that this is a little bit woo-woo, but lots of times our body just naturally and so quickly does these things that we've never even noticed before. So how can you use your body's wisdom, often just called simply your gut or your intuition? How can you use this important center of intelligence to help bring more clarity to your career and clarity to your right next decisions? Just do the exercise that I did you before. Maybe think of 3 decisions that you have coming up. Maybe it's a career decision, a social decision, an event. And I want you to just think about doing that. And just notice how your body responds. Does it feel light and airy and open, or do you feel tense and closed? And does your body just kind of, get into like a closed position? Those can be really good clues on if what you're about to do is the right next step for you. So I know that this whole intuition thing might feel new to you, especially when we've always been taught to use our intellect to make decisions. And so if that's the case, I will drop a link in the comments to my free quiz, Do You Trust Your Intuition? It has a lot of really good enhanced tips on this, or you can go to kellyraythompson.com/quiz and you can take it and you'll learn all sorts of good nuggets about not just using your mind, which is an excellent intelligence center, but to use your second intelligence center, which is your body, your intuition, to bring clarity on what is the right next decision for you. For more tips like this to build your confidence, you can check out my social media channels at Kelly Ray Thompson, or check out my coaching programs at kellyraythompson.com.